Well, it's time for those big decisions. Welcome back, everyone. I gotta tell you, I'm waking up a little bit earlier, not falling asleep quite as early as well. What am I talking about? We have a chance, and I'm not sure if this is going to be the correct move, but we have a chance to do something special here. I'm guessing, if I go out on a limb, I'm guessing most of you who are watching this channel, you're hitting that like button. It doesn't cost you anything. You're hitting the subscribe button because you want to follow along and see the research I'm putting out, or you just want to see how much money I lose out of that $2 million portfolio, which I don't plan on losing. That's why we're here. Am I going to make an aggressive move? Am I going to make an aggressive move? And I think the answer is yes. I'm going to go over, and I've been tossing and turning over this. And I don't know. Tell me down below, what's your plans? Are you with me on this? Is that why you're watching? You're saying, you know what? Crypto's where I see it too, Mo, and I'm going to go for it. I have some other ideas for my portfolio that I've been slowly moving into. I'll talk about more on this channel as we go forward. Of course, we got a lot to talk about. You guys, if you're in the Discord, first link down below, you guys know. All right, I've been making some moves. I'm going to continue to make moves. I freed up another 100,000 yesterday. I'll be trading live today at 2 o'clock. For anybody who hasn't gotten in there, get in there. First link down below. 2 o'clock today, I will be trading. And you can hit this right here. First link, boom, takes you over here. 50% off at checkout automatically. It's automatic. So what am I talking? I'm thinking about adding additional crypto. For those who've seen the portfolio, which I'll share in this afternoon's video later today, it's big. I have over $1 million in crypto. I'm thinking about taking it to 1.5 million, 50% more than I have now. And I'm waiting for a few things. So are we going to get there? Am I not going to get there? Is this going to end up biting me? Is it going to burn me? How long is the leash I'll be on? How big or bad could this be? A lot of ifs. But you know what? The more I read about what I'm seeing out there, the more I realize that this could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And if I'm wrong, I just keep working. I keep working. If I put it in a treasury and I get 4%, that doesn't do much for me. I get it. For those who are living on a finite supply and you can't work and get more, you don't want to take it. You don't want to take that risk. For me, I think this is it. And so I'm looking at options. I'm looking at leverage. I'm looking at all of it. More importantly, I'm just looking and getting into regular crypto. I'm putting more in there. And so that's the plan. And that gets us looking into a few things. I like to follow where the money's going. You guys know this. This is why you're here. I'm out there reading 24/7. When everybody else is out at the party having fun, I'm back there trying to find the next move that's going to be able to help me either avoid losing money or make a lot of money. Right now, we're on support. I call it life support. We're on life support, but I think we're going to pull through. Now, BlackRock is buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, and of course, Grayscale is selling a little bit. That's that volatility. One company has so much selling pressure, they have to sell. The other company's still having buying pressure. They're buying. That's the volatility. That's a little bit of consolidation. You're seeing that yesterday with BlackRock and Grayscale. You guys know I got Grayscale Mini. You guys know I got the IBIT BlackRock. Look, I'm with both of these companies. And one's selling, one's buying. BlackRock's buying. That's okay. That's all I need to hear. I like that. All right. They're the largest. They're the big dog on the block. And that's a good sign. Move over. And this is where it's at. I'm trying to figure out if I should get in before the meetings. Should I get in before the meetings? Because this is one of these risks where, say I move $500,000 into crypto before the meeting next week. That's how aggressive I'm thinking about getting. If I move $500,000 additional dollars into crypto before next week, And Trump predicts deal on everything in meeting with the president of China. So, are we going to have that? I don't know. We'll make a deal on, I think, everything. So, I think Trump's going to come out, and I think he's going to announce, call it a framework. He'll probably say deal on everything when they're done, but it'll be a framework so the people underneath the two presidents continue that negotiations. And they kind of step back from that nasty November 1st cliff of 100% tariffs and da-da-da-da, you know. And I think that's what's going to happen. You can see what they say. I think we're going to have to make a deal on soybeans, the farmers, even nuclear, blah, blah, blah. Understand that he's not going into this meeting without having plenty of conversation with the people underneath them, talking to their people underneath them. The two presidents meet to make announcements. And if they can't, if they're not making announcements, they don't really have a reason to meet. And you heard that with Putin and Trump talking about, hey, we'll have a meeting about Ukraine. They're like, yeah, we're not having a meeting. There's nothing to have a meeting about. So the fact that you have China and the U.S. having this meeting means there's something to have a meeting about. Therefore, I'm pretty optimistic. And you know how much money he has tied into crypto, so I'm optimistic there. The one thing that's been bothering me, and today I feel a little bit better about. it. What am I talking about? Right here. I'm going to pull it up for you. Tensions rise as Senate Democrats, crypto executives, meet on sweeping digital assets bill. This is what I've been calling the Clarity Bill, Clarity Act. And I reported on my channel, I don't even know, like a week or two ago, that it's not going well. Like they're in an impasse. And there was things leaked out and there was upset people. Like it was bad. And I made a report on here saying that whatever candidates back crypto, just like in the old days when it was mining or manufacturing or whatever, they donate to the candidates who believe in their cause. Well, it's no different now. It's the same story, just a different generation. And crypto is going to back whoever backs them. And we got voting coming up in a year. You don't think everybody's watching for this? You don't think people are going to get donations from the crypto people out there? Those who help get it. Those who don't, their opponents get it. And so I'm watching all this, realizing it. So now they have meetings of the high up crypto people with the DC people. And I was hoping that there would be some good news out of this. They're discussing the bills that are aiming to regulate digital asset industry as a whole. Oh, yeah. There's some things out there. So they meet, and what I got out of it is a lot of people said that they believe there's enough support on both sides of the aisle to get this thing done. And I think there is too. I think anybody who would go against the billions and billions of dollars that are going to be donated, I just can't see that. And one thing, most Americans want it. We want to go ahead and continue to help crypto, move crypto forward. You're seeing BlackRock getting involved. There's so much happening. And so this isn't going away. This is not a passing fad. This is big. And it's only going to get bigger. So that leads me into how do I advance this? I remember back, and here goes the story. For those who hate stories, this is what you're going to get anyways. I made an investment club with a bunch of my working buddies many years ago. And one of the things that we did was we all put a lot of money in the market. We started with I don't even know, a couple $100 a piece in for 10 of us, like $300 a piece. So we had like 3,000 stocks, and we put in I think it was like 25 bucks every 2 weeks or something like this. It wasn't much. And so we put in a couple $1,000 per year altogether, and then we try to build it up. After a couple of years, it was like 3 or 4 years, I ended up being able to help them, of course, turn it into $100,000. Everybody was pumped, and they couldn't believe it. But that's, you do things right, you chart right, you do the fundamentals right, you can do that. So at that point, I told them, we only live once. I have a investment I think will pay us big time. And I said, let's go ahead and let's go for it. And this was years and years and years ago. I said, there's two things that I want to invest in. I said, these things called Bitcoin and Ethereum. I said, let's go ahead and take quarter to half of our money and put it into Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it had to be unanimous for everybody to do it because it was so high risk. And 9 out of 10 said yes. But there was one person who said, I read something that it's just not going to work. And I don't want to do it. So we did not do it. Now, I did it on the outside, but they didn't want to do it as, one person didn't want to do it. So we didn't do it. And that 25 to 50,000 would be worth over $1 million today. And it's another one of them things I look back in life and go, oh, why not? Why didn't we? Why didn't we? We could have helped not just myself, but all of us. And that's where I'm at now when I look at this on this channel. What am I going to do today? How much do I believe in crypto? And the answer is big. Like, I see a few asset classes that I really like right now. As the Fed rates come down, love the mortgage rates get down into 5 anything. I love refinancing. I think refinancing is going to start really kicking in after we get into the 5s, mortgage buying, all that. So I like that. I like some of the companies related to those. You're going to see me making moves. I got burned a little bit on one, but that's okay. I'm going to come back and revisit. And I think I'm going to be able to do extremely well. But another asset class I like, of course, is crypto. So much so, I already have $1 million in crypto. I want to get it higher. I think I want to get it up to $2 million in crypto. You heard me right. $2 million in crypto. I could be wrong. And I don't think I will be. But if it does what I think it can do, if we can get a fraction of what we hear out in the business world, oh, these can go here, this could go there, just say they're right. And remember, at one time, Bitcoin was what? $100? Not even. Now we're at 100,000. Could we go up 2 times, 3 times, 10 times? What about Ethereum? Could that go 2, 3, 10? What about XRP, Solana? I got all 4. That's 6 digits or more. And so that's what I'm looking at. So stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. I'm about to do something a little risky. We're going to see if it pays off or if it doesn't. But right now, I'm following the candles. And before, I just kind of want to give everybody an update. Let's look at the candles. I'm looking for one thing. I want to see this 5 cross a 13. So the green line for Ethereum crossing the yellow line. I think that's what I would like to see to make the big turn. Get that? I'm feeling warm and fuzzy. Go to Bitcoin. Do we have that, Mo? Is it there? How close are we? We're getting there. So as you can see, the 5's now back above the high here, which tells me we're starting to move the right way. Get a candle above this 13 and start moving up close to 15. I really feel good. And that tells me we could be on the way. You had it right here. Look what happened. 5 cross, major run. Even over here with the smaller one, 5 cross, we were at what, 111? We did get all the way up to 118, like $7,000 up. So I think this one will be very similar. Cross will move 7,000 up to 13,000 up. We'll see. And we may, if this turns out like it might, with just say everything goes right. The government opens next week. Trump announces a deal with China. Folks, and they're now, everything, government's open. The SEC's working. They're releasing spot ETFs, everything in November. What do you think happens to crypto? And then you hear positive movement on the Crypto Act. What do you think happens to crypto? Oh my goodness. It should finally reverse off these negative levels and really take off. And as that one, what was it, Standard Chartered said, that huge financial, we may never see Bitcoin this low ever again. Bitcoin, that is, right here, yeah. And that's, I hope they're right. Go to XRP, still sideways. Remember, I got my line in the sand though. I'm still not afraid to get out if I have to. I don't think we'll get down there, but you never know. And then go over to Solana, my last one I'm watching. You guys know I got this one too. That one's up to the 13. So it's getting interesting. 5 is almost crossing the 13. I'm looking at leverage plays. I'm looking at option plays. I'm looking at adding additional spot ETFs. We'll see. And futures, obviously, until I get the spot ETFs. I'm pretty excited. You let me know what you think down below. Here is right here. Boom, boom, boom. Membership. Come on over and join. I'll be trading live today. Thousands of members. Literally, you're paying, what, a little over 80 cents a day for your first month. And then we just added in some major stuff in here. We added in the Intel channels. This is the newest update. This is massive. We get the information from around the web, and we have the most important stuff pulled in and put right here in the Discord. We got the computers working for us. And I'm going to tell you something. You want to know what's going on? We got the information. The whale who made 200 million shorting has now closed and made 6.4 million on closing it. You don't have to go out and look for it. It comes here. That's for crypto. Go to stocks. We just got this. We got lots of information. And you got all kinds of stuff. And then the economics. We got the economics coming in. You want the information, all comes in general news. General news coming through. Okay? You don't have to go out and look. It comes through here. Almost by the minute. It can get a lot of news quick. So, this is the newest update. Massive value. And for those who don't know, we got the options channel, the crypto, the general stock, the Ask an Expert. We got the experts right in here. We got the live stream learning, the class library with 36 learning lessons, my live stream trading where I'll be today, my portfolio link, plus the chat. Breadbot alerts. If you guys aren't seeing these, they give you alerts. They let you know what's going on. Like, we got a lot of stuff in here. If you're not in here for 80 something cents to join thousands of people helping each other, and you want to learn how to earn, this is by far, and I don't know any other Discord that has this much value packed in there for 80 something cents a day for your first month. Seriously, get in there today. First link down below. Join. All right, folks, that's it. That's the update. I will see you in the Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe. Now let's get out there and make some money.